Hey everybody, welcome back. We are watching Good Witch. We are on season 6, episode 7, I believe. I'll have to double check when we start it. And I don't know what the title is yet. We just got done watching the other one. I have a feeling we are going to focus on Adam on this episode for the majority of it. I didn't mention, although I think it will be there in this one, we're going to see more between Joy and Carter, although Carter has a girlfriend. So even though there's been this flirtation and this chemistry between them, we've got that added complication. And Martha's son and daughter-in-law, is that what Tom needed to tell her, are coming to visit. Tom's son, but I think it's Tom and Martha's son. I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into it and see what's happening in Middleton. And it is episode 7. Sorry, I keep squishing your paws, don't I? I gotta quit leaning forward. There's her there's your dopey face. You should sit up real good. They can see your dopey face when I do that. Okay. Episode 7. This one is called Mandala. I like mandalas, so I like symmetry and everything. Mom's always taught me for art, you have to have asymmetry, but I like symmetry. So I like mandalas, and let's see what that has to do with this episode.
You guys ever get these on this day reminders? Turn it off unless you want a bunch of pictures of your old boyfriends popping up. Oh, right.
The setting on my Facebook, I don't
Every
get the
time she
on
does
this
something
day
wrong, we go for
unless I
that.
check in on my
Tumor go
phone.
down.
The tumor is right there between C5
Tumor.
and C6.
Okay.
Sometimes these don't present with any symptoms at all.
It's pinching
The
the
weakness in your
nerve.
arm. I know this isn't easy. Okay.
Recommend a second opinion.
Tomorrow. I'd rather not wait.
He wants to see if it's benign or malignant.
The end of this key is the same shape as the hole in the center.
Well, that's promising.
She just find another hidden compartment?
I'm head of the fine arts department at BCC
So you're
Oh.
one professor down.
for the next month.
Cassie might have a side job.
Sounds like you're describing my Dylan.
Oh, when will he be here?
Not soon enough.
And we did meet Dylan. I think Dylan is the one from the movies who vandalized Cassie's store and was mean to her and all that kind of stuff in the beginning. Dylan or his brother. I think he has a brother. But I think it was Dylan.
You want to talk about it?
Nope.
You're a man of few words today.
Broke up with his girlfriend.
The sooner the better. Thank you.
I love that sweater she has on.
Actually, you're positively glowing.
She's pregnant.
We have some news.
No.
Yes.
You're having
Tiny Tin Stand.
handing down Dylan's favorite baby rattle.
Oh, love the sentiment, but we'll take a Pasadena on the rattle.
Uh-oh.
Well, I suppose with all the hoopla over the baby, he forgot to tell me.
She has been the only thing on our minds.
She.
Why on earth would we wait to find out?
It's how Tom and I did it.
Well, it's not how Dylan and Claire are doing it.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps it's
Martha's not in control. Donovan and Abigail. Out of gas?
We wouldn't be stranded if it weren't for your little shortcut.
It's more like a mixtape.
You made me a mixtape.
Yeah. I know how you like to play music.
He used to do mixtapes all the time.
Bring your own.
You always knew somebody made a mixtape because you could hear where they were cutting off the radio announcer or, at the beginning or at the end of the songs or the commercials or whatever it might be. That was one way we did the mixtapes, on top of duplicating cassette tapes that we had already bought and for our friends because they wanted certain songs and stuff like that. I couldn't even give my tapes away now, so they ended up at the dump. after I'd gone through them all to see what songs I wanted to keep and what songs I didn't want to keep. But nobody does mixtapes anymore. Now it's just all playlists.
Oh, yes, I did. That 80s pop you played? Isn't good enough.
That's 80s pop.
I love 80s pop. 80s is the jam.
What's this?
That's your
The
suit.
mirror. Oh,
My
suit.
Yeah, I got it for you. Really not a fancy suit guy, huh?
I told you.
Well, how does it look?
He's going to look sharp.
You tell me. I kind of feel like James Bond.
James Bond never wore work boots.
Guess I'm going shoe shopping.
Then you pick a word.
Pots.
Deerport.
That's a pretty building in the background.
I watched a monk create a sand mandala in Bhutan.
The mandala finally comes up, and they spend
Now,
hours working on their
visualize
mandalas. I want to know what that top oval thing is.
How about gin?
My favorite.
It's been a long time since I've played
20
gin.
each?
My grandmother used to play
You have no
gin
idea.
rummy all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
That and Trump.
Ah.
Can't remember if it wasn't spades, but it was a game that was similar to
Let's go.
spades. I think it's called Trump.
You're right.
Stagecoach.
Stagecoach stop.
A hoot.
Dylan and I are a little less hoot and a little more elegant.
Oh, well, this will be Grandmama's gift to our little bambino.
Oh, it doesn't quite match our color
My
scheme.
friend calls her grandmother Grandmere. They're French.
Hold on there, mister. Thought that was me.
You and peanut butter cheese crackers.
Priorities. That was a little weird.
That was weird.
The original signed. He used the same word I did.
I understand. Yeah, I appreciate the call.
No, they didn't accept her for the position.
Bingo.
Did say she was a handful.
And now I've had an earful.
Maybe this will help.
Cassie, it's absolutely dreadful.
So you love it?
She gave me one just like this when Dylan was born.
I take it she was a handful?
Oh,
That's the lesson.
This clock tower
And
and...
now we're trying to find a really big diamond, yes.
Okay, just checking.
In case anybody wasn't following along. I was going to say it's got to have all four faces connected in order to keep the time together.
1819.
My least favorite year.
It looks like that pops open.
What?
Look at that. There is a hole behind the monocle, though. What's in the hole?
Well, people act differently when they find out you're a chaplain.
So bring in the story back where he took the fellow that was going to have his shoulder operated on, rotator cuff operated on, out here. So it was nice to see that come full circle.
Read them off.
JKSSILKLBQVAKXJZ.
An X and a Z and a Q. I was going to say, those are some tough letters. Time for apologies.
Is that coffee? And it's not my place to challenge that.
And I shouldn't challenge you either.
Well, I talked about last episode about how Martha does grow. I think I saw him doing circles. You're supposed to go with the grain when you're sanding.
Mia and I broke up.
I thought that might happen. Yeah. Give him some space, and now we've got a relationship to end on for the end of this season. Whether it stays just friend relationship or something more.
The alphabet's engraved around the edge.
We saw that, but we're not sure what it's for.
I think it's part of a cipher.
Mm-hmm. Is that the hospital chapel? Yeah. Little Stevie Nicks. They were talking about her earlier. Actually, it's a Fleetwood Mac song to be specific, but it's Stevie Nicks singing. 1, 2, 2. Oh, and we're ending there. Okay, I had to double check because IMDb does not have the pilot episode or the two-parter episode. They have things labeled differently. IMDb has The Curse of the Rose as 0. So there's 12 episodes this season. So we're getting there. Batteries got alerted that they're dying. So to wrap this up quickly, looks like Abigail and Donovan have their mystery of the diamond for the rest of the season. They will probably find it on the last episode. Adam's surgery looks like it will be the next episode. And Cassie's going to be teaching, at least temporarily. And Martha's learning to let go. Actually, that's a lesson she's had before, her about her overpowering and taking control and things having to be her way. But she does eventually come around and grow from it. And that's something that we've learned about her through the years. And we will probably have Claire in the next episode as well, since she is visiting for a couple of days. Past that, I think that's all of my comments for this episode. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Thank you all for joining me on this one, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.